My name is Harry. I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is August 28, 2026. It is 1:55 a.m. So I'm probably gonna have several recordings tonight. I didn't see too much about Harry and Meghan. It might be on video 2 or 3. First, I'm gonna start. Hopefully, I could squeeze everything in one. I'm gonna start with some stuff that's going on around the world. There's about the flood, Dolly Parton, and majority of them are videos. So I'll try to stick to the main post, the first tweet. I'll try to avoid some of the comments. All right, so let's go on X. This one is about Dolly Parton. I think someone tagged me on it. So I want to share it with you because Dolly Parton means a lot to African American. She's one of the good ones. This one, I think someone tagged me on it and I thought I'd share it with you. All right, so let's see here. Dolly Parton said, quote, "I have loved Cat Stevens from the first time I heard his voice, heard him play the guitar, and heard his wonderful, touching, deep lyrics." All right, so let's listen to that and then I move on to the next tweet.
Assalamu alaikum, peace be with you. It's a really sad day. Dolly has passed on. I don't think there's anyone who I felt closer to in America and the music scene. Well, yeah, there are great singers and songwriters, but she was something special.
Yeah.
And we had a relationship in the spirit. She loved my music, and she sung a couple of my songs, and she always spoke up for me. Yeah, we're going to miss her, but she's left an incredible legacy of music and words and actions. We pray for her. May God give her everything she ever dreamt of, away from this world, in a much better one. Peace be with you.
I'm sorry, I cannot play the video, the music due to copyright. Okay, so I'm gonna stop it here. Let's go to the next tweet. Now we're focusing on the flood. I wish I have done something like this before the war in the Middle East started, where I came across different videos highlighting the beginning of things, because they removed them on X. I don't see them anymore. So I came across several clips, tweets of the flood. If later on, because there's so many AI generated videos, so if later on they claim that they are AI generated, I'll update you on some of those videos. But as for now, it seems like they are real in my eyes. Okay, so keep that in mind. A little bit discretion or warning or whatever you may call it. I come across them. I thought I share them with you and send your prayers. Do what you can to for their safety. And my God, to see humans suffering, it's one of those where, you know, God gave us all sort of things. You cannot live without water. You cannot live without water. But too much of it can kill you. This is where it's too much of it all at once. Okay, it's truly a horrific disaster. There's the heartbreaking here. A sudden flood on the Nepal-Tibet border has so far left at least over 160 dead. No, it has to be much more. The numbers might raise later on once everything is settled. because it was so unexpected. Look at all these people here alone. You see little heads here and there. So the numbers might be much higher than that. Okay, and hundreds missing. Apparently, the collapse of part of a glacier and unleashing of a massive volume of water, mud, rock caused this catastrophe. I came across a video. I decided not to share it. To me, it seems like it's AI generated. If I don't know, it shows a dam, and then there's a like a aircraft that drop a bomb underneath the dam, and then the water flood out. I don't believe it, so I didn't bother showing it, so I don't give myself work in the future. So I just describe it for you if you come across it. Okay, this one seems to be real. There'll be screenshot in between, but at least I'll have the actual footage.
A catastrophic flood has turned the city park into a violent, deadly lake. Thousands of people are being violently swept away by the powerful current. The flood shows no mercy. People are being dragged underwater and smashed against debris as the entire park is consumed by the raging waters. This is a brutal and overwhelming disaster.
Yeah, look at all these people. This is something when looking to buy a house. One of the things people should be looking at least in the United States, they have map areas where they show you the low level flood zone area. Just keep that in mind when you're buying houses. If you're at a low level. Okay, so there's another video here. The flood that has struck Nepal, it's so devastating that it breaks the heart. Just thinking about how many lives have been lost and how many families have lost everything in an instant. In a flash, the rush of water becomes so fierce that a person, no matter how hard they try, cannot hold themselves steady. Watching this video just drives home the feeling of how helpless humans are in the face of nature. Yep. Yeah, the mountain, there's not enough rock to keep it steady. Alright, so let's go to the next one. Still about the flood.
Oh my!
The flash flood in Nepal descended at rapid speed from surrounding mountain slopes, according to analysis. Footage captures the panic felt like the ground yesterday, but with workers fleeing in terror in there's the name here. Was it Nowakot district as the waves were approaching? The earth was so loose. Oh my God.
Oh my God, Bharat! Bharat, bhag, get out, bhag!
Okay, no more. Oh, there's another video. Let me pause. Oh my God. There's another video. Okay, so they put a disclaimer here. This is AI generated fake footage. It's not actual footage of the Nepal flood. Okay, so I'm not even gonna bother. Let's go to the next one. That's why I said the disclaimers, because I'm seeing a lot of other videos and they don't look so real. All right, let's pause this. All right, thoughts and prayers with the people of Nepal. Keep in mind, I might come in the future, okay, to if there is any disclaimer about any of those videos that I'm sharing with you, if they are fake, I'll let you know. Okay, it may not be one video, it could be at the end of my videos where I see something that I might have shared with you that's AI generated that later on claim it's not real. I'll more than happy to inform you. I just want to share that with you because I felt really bad regarding the Middle East, because there were a lot of stuff that I was seeing and I didn't bother at least keep a copy of them for myself. I know YouTube had claimed put a like a, how do they call this, a warning or some sort of a thing not to show things about kids dying and all of that, but I could at least block them, but the raw footage I could have it for myself. But anyway, let's look at this one. 1 minute and 33 seconds.
ल ट्युसनले बजारै गयो यार ल गयो यार ओ ए सुना यता यता आऊ यता आऊ यता यता आमा मामा यार बजारै गयो यार एकदम त यहाँ नबस्नु ल
I know I'm talking over it. What I was saying is that the weather, it looks so calm and peaceful, sunny and everything, and then there's the water coming. Okay. What is that? Go. What exactly is triggering this severe flood and landslide wave Nepal? Oh, what the hell? Let's see here. Oh, they didn't answer. Alright, let's go to the next one. Oh, okay. I shared this already. Never mind. I'm gonna move. Yeah, I put that twice. Next one. Okay, I think I'm done with the flood. This is in Canada now. Let's pause this. Okay, breaking. 68-year-old Israeli man burns down St. Simon Church in Canada. This is anti-Catholic terror attack reposted. Let me put allegedly. Okay, I don't know if it's exactly an Israeli man who done this. I'm just sharing with you. But one thing I've been seeing consistently, okay, and I've shared videos before where in Israel they're teaching young kids, okay, how to hate, okay, H-A-T-E. They were training them literally in school, teaching them how to hate. So what's happening now, in my humble opinion, when I said, when African American, in past videos, I have said that African American used to hold or push the gate of hell closed from spreading. So after the 2024 election, when African Americans said they're staying back, okay, this is white people's problem. Even though as a society it is all of our problem, but African American consistently telling telling people their experiences, what the country needs, what we need to improve on. But the 2024 election decided to be like, we're gonna, majority of people were pretty much voting on hate, okay, inflicting unnecessary pain to other groups. So now African Americans said, okay, you guys don't want to listen, and then we just let the gate of hell open. It's spreading everywhere. Now that Iran is protecting itself, okay, many of those Israelis are leaving Israel. They're spreading worldwide. They are everywhere, okay? I don't know how they are able to get out of Israel so quickly. What's going on with visas and all of that, because they make it so difficult for other groups to get in, or different countries. So now those Israelis are spreading globally, because it was like in Israel, it was like a form of hate. They were breeding hate, teaching young kids when they see certain group how they should behave. And I decided not to share those videos, but there's random people, okay, a nun who's walking, a guy come out of nowhere, an Israeli, from the back, punch or push that nun out of nowhere for no reason. We're gonna expect, well, I guess this is the storm. There's a video I did in 2020, and I said the storm is coming. So we are in it. We better brace ourselves, because it's gonna get really rough before we could solve this problem. All right, so I don't know if it's what is being said here in the caption is actually true, but I just have to share my thought with you here. All right, so it's pretty much the church is burning. If anyone in Canada watching this, let me know. All right, because there's many places around the world, those Israelis, they're going, and everywhere they go, it's not pleasant. It is not pleasant. Let me see if there's anybody talking. Nope, nobody's talking. Oh! Okay, it's cut. Okay, it's starting over. Alright. I don't want to... Oh my God. What is all this? Let me pause this for a second. It's only 17 seconds. Alright, what is this here? Israeli settlers attack Palestinian Christian village. Okay, so that's a different thing. Let me move on. Next tweet. Okay, so now we are in the United States. I did see the video of this couple days ago when they were arresting this young man, the black kid. I didn't share it, but I wish I had recorded it, because I did see the video a couple days ago. And the black kid was actually on his porch, his house. And they chase him, they arrest him, they claim that he fits certain profile. Meanwhile, this is the actual one. Okay, let's read the caption here. Ohio cops handcuffs a 14-year-old black boy sitting on his front porch, claiming he, quote, matched the description, end quote, of a man suspected of stealing cars. But once they arrested the real suspect, he looked nothing like the child they had detained. I'm wondering if they didn't have the porch camera to capture the whole incident. How will that end up? You know, will the child still be in jail or something? I wonder what happened in between. How did they release the child, the black kid? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, I'm not gonna go in the comments. Let me see if I could find it. It took me a while, but I found it. I wish I didn't search for it, because there's a tons of videos that came up from the search that are very disturbing. Very, very disturbing. We are at a crossroad where I don't know. I do not know what this future holds. When I see certain people, good people are gone, it's very sad, like Dolly Parton or something like that. This world is too cruel. It's too cool. They did their thing. They tried to be good and help society, but evil, my goodness. Alright, so this is the video. Canton police handcuffs a 14-year-old boy on his porch while searching for suspect linked to a series of thefts. Officers said the teen matched a suspect description but released him after determining he was not involved. The boy's family accused police of racial profiling. Alright, so this is the video here. I'm sorry, there will be screenshot, okay?
Put your hands up. Keep your hands up.
I didn't do nothing. I'm a kid.
I'm just.
I didn't do shit.
Match the description somewhere.
Hold on, I ain't do nothing.
Alright, we'll figure that out. Just give us a
Hold
second.
on. I ain't do nothing. Listen. Hold on. Hold on.
Wow. Wow. Traumatizing. God help us. Alright, so let's move on to the next tweet. Meanwhile, this is what white people are doing. Unbelievable. Alright, let me pause this. This is 1 minute and 4 seconds. 163 missing children were found in Florida. Meanwhile, this is what white people are doing. My editing video was running in the background. But anyway, so this is what's happening in the United States. Unbelievable.
163 missing children have been found during a Florida-led operation that is now being called one of the largest child recovery efforts in United States history. The 163 children range from 2 months old to 17 years old. Officials reported 46 recoveries through the Tampa Bay region, 41 through Miami, 32 through Jacksonville, 21 through Orlando, 12 through Fort Myers, 8 through Pensacola, and 3 through Tallahassee. Although this operation was organized and led in Florida, some cases took investigators beyond the state. FDLE says that the operation also resulted in children being located or recovered in 6 additional states, Puerto Rico, and 12 other countries. Children were all missing under very different circumstances, so officials said that some were runaways, while other cases involved custody disputes, unsafe foster care situations, abandonment, neglect, abuse, or suspected human trafficking.
This is sick. This is sick and sad. Next tweet. I'm not gonna go in the comments. Alright, why did I put this? Black history. Alright, this one is a bit longer. They won't teach you this history in school. You just have to learn it personally and know how evil white people are through history. Alright, let's listen to this. I'm not gonna go in the comments, okay? Just the video, screenshot in between. And I have one more and that will be it for this video.
They would breed our women and force them to have C-sections without fucking anesthesia.
Jesus Christ.
And the breeding farms, y'all, they didn't go away after slavery was abolished. It still happened.
Wow.
If you look into the father of gynecology, that man literally said black people don't experience pain, therefore he would not give the women any anesthesia to give birth, even when it came down to having a fucking C-section, bro.
Oh my God.
And as somebody who had a C-section and almost died, this shit just brought me to tears.
The pain, my God.
Women were forced to be sleeping with over 100 men in one day. 100 men. And if they weren't to get pregnant, they would get beat. They would get literally limbs removed. They would be tortured. And this happened to men too. Breeding farms, you guys. Breeding farms. When I say The Handmaid's Tale, it started with us. This book, Black AF History, this is the stuff they don't teach you in schools. This is the stuff they don't tell you about in schools because this is America unwhitewashed. One black slave was forced to breed over 200 children. One white slave owner had over 600 children by slaves. 600.
Wow.
And once they would have the baby, they were forced to go back in the field. And either the baby would be given away, taken away. And that's how the whole adoption process started. The adoption process has been shady since the beginning, because a lot of times it started with taking away slave babies that were the offspring of the master and the slave, because he didn't want his wife to find out that he was sleeping with the slaves. It's a lot of dark shit that went on in the fucking history of this country, and more people need to fucking know about it. When I tell y'all, everybody needs to get this book. Everybody needs to get this book. Read it. I don't care if you get it from the library. I don't care where you get it from. You need to read it and understand that this is the history of America, and it literally has nothing much has changed.
Yeah, look at the video that I just shared with you at the beginning. The problem with society, okay, is white men. They're sick mind, because all they know, okay, if they were the one who were carrying the baby, okay, like women do, they will not be doing that, because since they are the only one who's carrying the seed, all they need to do is their whatever minutes they need to do to get their urge out, and then they move on. They do not consider any other, I don't know, groups as human, not even women, white women as well. The sick society that we are in is due to white men. All right, let's go to the next one, and that's my last one. I think it's feeding off on the last video that I just shared with you. Oh, okay. Israeli arrested in Cyprus after live embryos were found in his luggage. What was he going to do with them? Anyone actually surprised at this point? I'm telling you, the gate of hell have just opened, and what's going on in the Middle East, because now Israel is pretty much, whatever they have done to Palestine, Iran is doing it to them. So they're running. They're leaving Israel, and then they're spreading all across the world, bringing their sick mindset, their evilness into other places. When I said the Palestinians sacrifice themselves for us, we are able to see their capabilities, because they try to censor us. The United States knew what was going to happen, starting with my channel, where I share with you how YouTube was trying to censor different channels. Censor channels that don't show certain things. I'll show you the screenshot. I still have it. They give you a certain beginning, certain time. If you start showing certain images about kids and this and that, they will punish your channel. So they knew what was gonna happen. That was before we start seeing the full devastation of the Palestinians. It's unbelievable. These people are sick. They are sick. This is not normal. All right, so that's all I have. The next video that I'm gonna start with, we're gonna start with this tweet. Please, God, help us bring peace on earth. All right, so we're gonna start with that. I do not have the video of them cars. I only have this showing it. If I come across it, I'll add it to the list. So we will start with that on my next video. So please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And new subscribers, welcome.
Savanaka. It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.